everyone, it's me, Mario, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play. Today, we are going to start a Kirby's Adventure for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, Kirby's a platformer a lot like Mario, except he's pinky. We're going to do a new file here, ignore the test files, and let's go! Level 1, Vegetable Valley. Now, as Mario was saying, Kirby is a very different sort of platformer than Mario games. Or games like my nemesis Sonic, or like Mighty Number 9 that we played last time. Kirby is a very simple platformer, very friendly for beginners. As you can see, Mario ate the enemy. When Mario eats an enemy as Kirby, so when Kirby eats an enemy, he gets a power-up. So, I ate him, I get the Sparky ability. And I can use the ability that the enemy had to trounce my enemies. Not everyone gives you an enemy power-up, most of them do. But like the flying Goopa looking things, they do not. This guy gives me the fire ability. I feel like a Bazooka. And Kirby can fly. Mario can't do that without different power-ups. Kirby can just do it natively. So, basically we use Kirby's ability to eat everything in sight. And well, we eat everything in sight, and we get through the levels in that way. There is something we can do. I'm going to try it once or twice. If I can't get it to work, we'll just move on. But you can mix abilities. So we're going to ignore that I just got trounced. If I can't get it to work here, you will see it sometime during the playthrough, that I can guarantee. Interestingly, when Kirby takes damage and hits an enemy, the enemy dies. That's why Mario's having a little bit of trouble actually making this work. This is a very consistent place to get it to happen, if it can actually happen. There we go! So, when you eat two enemies at the same time, you get what's called a mix. Mix gives you a chance to get any power-up in the game. It's actually pretty interesting. Usually don't always get it, but if you can get two enemies at the same time, there you go. Now what's going on here is a bonus game. Mario has to hit a button at a certain time to jump it, and he goes up as high as he can. The higher you go, the more points you get. If you get up to the highest, you get a 1-up. Speaking of 1-ups, welcome to our crane game. In the crane game, there's a little Kirby and a big Kirby. I'm going to try to get the big Kirby here. Little Kirby's worth a 1-up. Big Kirby's worth a 2 1-ups. So there's a 2 1-ups, and I get to play it twice. So Mario's going to try to go for this one more time, right now. Carefully. Okay, this is a little dicey. We did it! Now Mario's going to try to show off all the bonus games. There are 3 of them. But I will only do it one time because you don't want to see me doing them over and over. And honestly, we're going to have enough 1-ups, so it won't be a problem. Now, before I go into World 2, if you notice on the left, the door is white and has a flag. Over on the right, it's a more brownish, orangish color. If Mario finds every secret in every part of the level, and by that I just mean like secret exits and the sort, you'll see later, it'll turn white. If I miss something, it'll stay this color. But for now, let's go. I think that gives you a brief explanation of Kirby's Adventure. Basically, much like Mario does with Italian food, Kirby eats things and gets stronger. To be fair, the Italian food doesn't really make Mario stronger. Okay, Mario's going to try to do a glitch that he found out about before the start of the playthrough. As you can see, I went over to the far end of the level. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go back. And if I'm right, it'll activate something. It did not. Okay. I'll try it one more time, otherwise I will do a jump cut and you'll see what's going on later. maybe try here. Maybe I was off the placement. No, the star has to be out of bounds. Okay, the star's out of bounds. There we go. It's a very precise thingy. So the star is gone and now we can go further over. The people who made Kirby is known as HAL Laboratories. So, here is their logo that I'm destroying. Now, the people aren't sure if this is a glitchy or if it's actually just an Easter egg. But there's an enemy here, so that leans credibility toward it being an Easter egg. But Mario thought he would show that off there now at the very beginning. And the star is back, so we can just continue on like we would normally. Hello everyone, Kirby's here! During the stages periodically, there are mini-bosses. Ooh. Okay, well, that's fine. I want his ability anyway. Now, if Mario loses his ability, this guy's throwing, ow, bombs. Ideally, that wouldn't have hit me. He's going to throw bombs, and Mario's going to use them on him. And I get the boss's ability. Well, the mini-boss's ability, rather. So this is a crash it. It destroys everything on the screen in one go. Hooray! Now the reason Mario's flying over the water is the water slows you down just a little bit, and Mario doesn't have time for that. But he does have time for this. The Maximum Tomato. It revives you completely. There's also another power-up that'll give you, I believe, 2 of your 6 lives back. Or 2 of your 6 energy, not so much lives. Okay, I don't want a beam, but I am going to take his sword. And I'm a Link from The Legend of Zelda. And that's the end of that level. Pretty simple. And Mario got to number 1, because I'm a number 1. So we get a 1-up a mushroom. Well, not so much a 1-up mushroom, more like a 1-up icon. But we get to 1-up all the same. Okay. So we beat level 2. Now as you can see, this is still blocked off, but that probably just means a World of 3 will take care of it for us. So, we're going to get on through this. Let's go! This is one of the more interesting things about Kirby games in general. You can just kind of skip over whatever you don't want to do, because flying. Now in that case, it made it much easier to get through that section. We're going to say goodbye to that now. And I got another mix, and I got the laser, but I really don't want the laser. So when Mario doesn't want an ability, he hits the select button, and it goes away. Also, Mario can get hit, and that'll make it go away too. 1 hit, and you lose your ability, but you can at least have the chance to get it back. So that's not too bad. Mario's the fastest thing alive right now. Take that, certain blue hedgehog. Alrighty. I'm not going to worry about the tomato because I have 5 of my 6 things still. So let's get out of here. Now, what a lot of people may not be aware of is this is actually a sequel. This is not the first game in the series, so Mario apologizes for not playing the first game in the series. Oh, real quick, a museum. You can get abilities in here, and he will always be here if Mario comes back. Different museums have different power-ups. Okay, as Mario was saying though, this is actually a sequel to a Game Boy game. In the Game Boy game, things played a little differently. This really revamped the situation a little. In the Game Boy game, Kirby didn't actually eat enemies for power-ups. There were power-ups laying around here and there, but they really cemented what the Kirby series is all about with this game. So, on the last screen I beat a walrus, and because of that, I have an ice ability. Are you feeling a little cold to the bone there, bad guys? A little cold? Are you chilly? Mario's attempting the pun walk again. It doesn't always work, though. But I'm trying to get better at the puns. Okay, that was risky. I could have gotten hit because of the lag before I hit him. Luckily, things worked out to Mario's favor. Speaking of Mario's favor... invincibility! It's like a power star. Okay, Mario is working on the puns, but he's still a little tone deaf. Okay, we did it! We beat a level 4 now. Now that time Mario didn't hit the jump with right timing, so I didn't go up as high. So that's what happened there. Speaking of things that are about to happen, up here is a warp star room. This will take you to other worlds that you've already been to. And this is a King Dedede room. It's a boss room. So, watch the almighty, terrifying Wispy Woods. This battle is so difficult. I win! By the skin of my teeth. This is quite a contrast from the last game we played, Mighty Number 9, where things just pounded on your face. But this game in general is very different from that sort of game, and even from Mario's games, as I've mentioned before. Okay, so now we're at Ice Cream Island, which honestly just kinda sounds delicious. I'm not sure what was up with the lag there, I apologize for that. But this island sounds quite delicious, although it doesn't really look edible now that Mario really looks at it. Okay, that's the thing that gives me 2 back, but I have full life right now, so there's no point in getting it. You will absolutely see what it does later. No doubt about that. Oh! Well, there goes my ice ability. So much for being tropical and cold at the same time. Although, since it's called Ice Cream Island, I wonder if it's actually quite cold here. It might be. It's really hard to know. Ooh, there's a bomb. I will take that. And if it went off, it would have hurt me. So, win-win. Kinda looks like Wispy Woods a little. Run! Okay, we had to use the crash ability there, otherwise I would have gotten tornadoed. Which apparently the crash ability won't actually beat. It's one of the very few things that Crash can't destroy. But we made it, so it's all a moot point. Okay. Usually Mario can get about to number 2 and number 3, which you just saw there with number 2. Okay, up atop it looks like we have another minigame. Ooh, this one's a very tricky. I have to make Kirby eat eggs but not bombs, because Dedede's kind of a giant, rude guy and tries to throw bombs in my mouth. And despite just using a bomb ability, here we can't do that. Okay, I missed a 2, so I got a 1-up there. If I had any of the bombs, it would have been a game over, right there. We just would have been done. Well, for the minigame. The actual game would be fine. Okay, continuing on with level 2 now. Tornado's a little hard to control. But, for the sake of showing it off, because I don't know that I'll do it again in this playthrough, I'm going to keep it for a little bit. Or not. It wasn't worth it anyway. You didn't want to see that anymore. You got the point. At least the Mario's pretty sure you got the point. Who knows? If you didn't get the point and you would like to see more Tornado, let Mario know in the comments, and I will see what I can do. But for now, we fight a wheel in the desert. Take that! And now we are the wheel. Look at Mario, he is the wheel now. There we go. I revived 2. And now we race. Ow. He didn't jump when I told him to jump it. Alright, Mario, take that, and we're out of here! Now if Mario remembers, next time he won't do anything, so you can see exactly what happens if he doesn't jump at all. Okay, now that minigame over there we've already done once, and doing the minigames don't count for 100%, so we're just going to ignore it to move on. So, welcome to stage 3! It sounds like people outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like the people outside are practicing for the Grand Prix later this afternoon. Mario's mentioned once before in a part. He lives outside a Mario Kart track, so you never quite know what you're going to hear. So Mario apologizes for that. Okay, Mario's not completely sure if he can hit that. It's just a power-up item in there, or maybe a 1-up. Probably that 1-up. Now, you saw earlier Mario could not use his abilities underwater. That's both true and not at the same time. There are some abilities, usually when Kirby's holding it by the hand, that he can use underwater, like Sword. Hammer also counts, and I believe so does the Parasol. Okay. Oh, this is how you get to the 1-up here. What's worth noting, though, is if you get hit while underwater, remember, if you get hit one time, you lose your ability. If you get hit underwater, you cannot suck it back up, because Kirby just goes into spitting water. So there's no way to recover. So be very careful underwater, or you'll lose your power-up. And that counts for any power-up, not just the ones that Kirby holds by the hand. Okay, we have a sword back. Let's go! Okay, this is our first fight against Meta Knight's little cronies, who ironically just gave us that power-up star in the last part. Ooh, Mario might die, actually. It's actually easier to fight these cronies if you just use them against themselves rather than a power-up, at least in Mario's experience. Okay, Mario has to come up here. And we got him. Okay. And none of them give you any power-ups. They don't do anything. Okay, Mario would really like to get that down there, but it seems like a trap. So we're just going to walk on by and hope for the best. Okay, I'm not hitting anything this time, and I barely make it to number 7. Which is just instructions on what to do. So if you don't know what to do, the game will tell you. Okay, I'm going to go check this museum up here and see if there's anything worthwhile up here. And it looks like there's a laser! Which Mario doesn't really care about right now. You'll see what laser's really good for later on in the game. So we'll use a fire. Now, this is not the same as Fireball. This is the one that makes me like Bowser Koopa. He was talking about jumping, but I didn't think he would do it. Alright, going in. Now, somehow we are inside a tree, maybe? Okay, we got a 1-up. And we died. So it's a good thing we got the 1-up, it evens out. And the Kirby games are very forgiving, so we just start right in here. We're just going to let him fly by. Super Blasted! If you have more than one thing in your mouth and you spit it out, you get a more powerful spit out. It can go through multiple things instead of just one thing. It's pretty handy, but you can't always really control when you're going to get it. Which is unfortunate. Alright, we're going to use a fire on this one. Ooh, I was going to say, if I was lucky, he would just keep jumping in. And this gives me the mic ability. I get the 3 uses, as denoted by the 3. And the star. Mario doesn't want to use one right here. Now if I use that laser, I can shoot the slope, hit the bomb, and get the 1-up. But I'd rather keep my mic ability than use that. So, pretend that you just saw that happen. Uh-oh. Okay. All good. Side note, the laser enemy, when he shoots the laser, kind of looks like an orange cut open. That's what I've always thought anyway. Alright, we'll use one here. Destroys everything on screen. Mike will do that 3 times. Its attack damage on bosses for one use isn't quite as strong as the explosion bomb thingy. But when you use them overall, it's a much stronger ability. And each one is stronger than the last did. So the first one Mario did is not as strong as the next one he will do. And the third one is the strongest of them all. Okay, number 2, not a bad. We'll take it. And that exposes number 5 and an arena. Mario's going to wait to show off the arena because he's got the mic ability right now and doesn't want to waste it. But you fight a boss and get an ability. Well, I think this is a good place to cut off for right now. So, next time we'll do Ice Cream Island, level 5, and then the boss after that. So, until next time, thank you so much for playing my Let's Play commentary playthrough thingy on Let's Play. And I hope you all have enjoyed Kirby's adventure so far. I will see you all next time. Goodbye!